We are back with the 152nd edition of the Quarantinecast. Like always, I'm Sergio, and we're doing this for fighterpath.com. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to check us out. We've got some great stuff that's coming out in the next few weeks. That being said, I'm really excited for this one because it is someone I've spoken to before. I spoke with her back in July, right in the middle of a pandemic. There was a lot of weird things going on at that point. Now she's got a fight, and it is next week, and without further ado, here she is. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. So like I said, last time we spoke was in July. So a lot of things have changed. I know we talked a little bit back and forth since then, but how have you been doing?
I've been doing good. Doing good. Excited to get the career back on the path that it should have been on from the beginning, but so I'm ready to get back to it.
Yeah, some weird things happened personally as well as, the pandemic and everything else going on. So you're supposed to fight a month ago, and that kind of fell through. I know what happened, but for people who aren't aware, what exactly happened? Why did that fight fall through?
Literally the week before the fight, started feeling sick. I thought it was good. I was pushing through it, but then on the Friday before fight week, I couldn't even get out of bed. So I went to the doctor, and it turns out I had COVID. So had to go through that.
How bad did you get it? I know, like, my parents had it, and my dad's was in bed for like 3 weeks. Obviously, you're fighting, so obviously couldn't have been quite at that level. But what sort of effects did you have?
Well, the first thing I noticed was definitely the breathing. The breathing and the cardio just went downhill. I'd say the week before fight week, I started feeling it, and then I just thought it was, I don't know, like a cold maybe. So I just kept pushing through it, and I think I broke my body down a little too much, and then Friday it hit me hard.
I know with your mentality, having to pull out would have been very difficult. Kind of talk about that. Like, what did it take for you to be like, you know what, I can't. I actually literally can't fight.
I couldn't get out of bed. Like, I was forced by my parents to go to the doctor because I just wanted to lay in bed and just wait it out. But it was definitely something that if I hadn't tested positive, I would have fought. I didn't care. I would have rolled out of bed and fought. But, testing positive, there's nothing I can do from there.
So like I said at the beginning, the fight's back on. It's on next week. Obviously, I'm catching you in the middle of a training session, but how are you feeling? Are you back to 100%?
I'm back to 100%.
That's good. How's training been the past month or so leading into this one?
It's been pretty good. We've just been focusing on getting the cardio right. Definitely coming off of COVID. It took a hit on my cardio, took a hit on my strength as well. So just getting that back on track on the track was definitely the biggest one. And just getting myself where I should be. Sharpening the skills, polishing myself.
So outside of the pandemic and everything, it's been 1.5 years since we've seen you. I mean, you're so young in your career. That time off really at this point isn't too detrimental to you, but what's the biggest change you've made in that time?
In that time, I just gotten better. That's it.
What elements? Is there anything specific that you've done that you felt like you've grown the most in?
The overall game. I think I'm starting to learn the game even more. Before I was just naturally good at it, but now it's just like there's nowhere that the fight can go that I'm in danger, So just the overall game I've gotten so much better.
That's one of the things that I really that really attracted me to your fighting style was your background isn't in boxing, but yet you've got amazing hands, great head movement. Where did that come from? I mean, you have a judo background, but yet it looks like you like boxing a lot more.
That's in my blood, Sergio. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just me. It's who I am.
I like that. I like that answer. You've been training at War Room MMA. What's that been like with that group there?
It's been awesome. We have a lot of killers in the room. Some of them are amateurs, some of them are pros. But they're killers. There's a reason I'm a killer. It's because I have killers around me.
Yeah, you're right. And one of those killers is actually fighting tomorrow. For people who don't know, Abdul Razak Al Hassan trains at a War Room MMA as well. Hopefully he can get his career back on track tomorrow, but that's exciting having a guy like that in the gym. What does it mean to see people like that at that level in their career day in and day out?
It's fun to see them because the level they're at, and I see the level that I'm at, and it's right there. It's nice to have them as a comparison point.
One of the other people that swung by your gym, it kind of caught me off guard when I saw it on your Instagram, because first things first, anytime you post something every like 4 months. So when I saw you post something, I was like, okay, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
Picture of you and Valentina Shevchenko. How cool was that, and how awesome was it she swung by?
It was awesome. It was last minute, definitely last minute, but it was really cool having, champion of the world swing by. She's the best of the best, so to have her as me as her little training partner, it was nice.
You're 3-0 as a professional. You have that one amateur fight as well, so 4-0 in total. What do you think a win will do for you next week? At 4-0, it really's got to look good right now. Where do you think that puts you in terms of, maybe a UFC, Bellator, one of these other organizations looking at you?
If it comes, it comes. I'm not really worried about what or anything like that. I'm just worried about, going out there and getting my dub. That's all I'm really worried about.
In terms of LFA, I mean, that's got to be awesome too. I mean, you've competed primarily there in local shows, also Combache, but being able to compete for LFA, it's going to get a lot of eyes on you. That's got to excite you as well.
Definitely. Like I said, I used to go into the gym and see the LFA posters and be like, that's going to be me one day, and here I am.
One of the things we discussed last time, and it's something I want to touch on again too, is you bounce around weight classes. It doesn't really matter to you. Like 115, 125, 145. Heck, I'll fight at heavyweight if they ask.
Absolutely.
Where is your home? Do you find that there's a home, or is it just whatever comes your way?
115 is my home. 115 is my home. Just, I haven't really been a full-time fighter. I have to work, so that has a lot to do with it. But, 125 this next fight, and then the next one, 115. And just stay there.
What do you think the key is to getting that weight down? Because the last time you fought was a catch weight. What do you think is going to be different in this one? How have you been preparing in terms of diet and things like that to get ready for this?
I've been in the gym. I'm not coming off the couch this time. It's a little bit different.
For people who haven't seen you fight, I mean, we've talked back and forth. I think you've got unbelievable hands, first things first, and then also your judo. But for people who haven't seen you fight, what can they expect from you next week?
They can expect a fight. I'm not here to play no footsies. I'm here to fight. I'm here to throw 2, throw 1, and see what she got.
I love it. And for people who don't know where to find you, where can they find you? What's your Instagram? What's your social media?
It's Mulan_Anguiano, and they can find my Snapchat too at Abril A12. If they want to, just come along on the ride.
All right, perfect. I love it. Thanks again for the time. I know you're sweating. You probably got to get back. You're probably in between rounds right now. So I appreciate the time. Absolutely. And best of luck next weekend.
Thank you, Sergio.
All right, we'll talk again soon, and stay safe. Don't catch anything. I'll throw that out there.
Thank you.
All right, there you go, Abril Anguiano. Talked to her before. She does her best talking inside the cage. So if you guys haven't yet, be sure to check out some of her old fights, because you can expect next weekend is going to be a fun one. And if you guys haven't yet, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video and all the other ones. And check us out at fighterpath.com. I'll see you guys next time.